Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome to Poly Live, episode 5 of season 7.
We are here in the middle of SOAR. Liz and I just kind of got out of a heated argument over who had the best SOARies.
And I'm very sure that it was Gold 7.
Or Gold 2.
Or Gold 7.
Chains.
The
Gold 2 chains.
best SOARies.
Yeah, anyways, love y'all. Y'all were great, so it's been a pleasure.
Yeah, we've had a really awesome time hanging out with all of our incoming students, and SOAR is only halfway over, so there's plenty of more time for us to spend with other incoming students. But the thing that's made SOAR really great for me is all of the Cal Poly spirit just everywhere.
Everyone is so excited to come here to Cal Poly, and I'm just stoked about it too. So
today we really wanted to have a student-centered episode, so all of our guests are actually students here at Cal Poly, talking about what they do on campus and some ways to express your school spirit, as well as awesome stuff to get involved with. So our first two guests today are from ASI. We have Haley Brown representing ASI Events, as well as Olivia Molodanof representing Intramural Sports. So welcome, ladies. Would you like to introduce yourselves for us?
Yeah, like she said, I'm Haley Brown. I work with ASI Events doing outreach with them.
I'm Olivia Molodanof, and I work for Intramurals. I'm an intramural supervisor.
Awesome. So we already had Joyce Sullivan on a few episodes ago, and she kind of talked about the whole student government. Could you just give us a quick reminder about what is ASI and what does it do here at Cal Poly?
Sure thing. ASI stands for Associated Students Incorporated. Our goal as an organization is to sort of connect every student with the ultimate college experience when they're here at Cal Poly. So yeah, that's what we do.
So what are the different parts that make up ASI?
Well, we have student government, like you spoke about, but we also have recreational sports, which also encompasses Poly Escapes. We have ASI Events, and then we also have all of our facilities that we manage.
So what facilities do you manage through ASI?
Well, we have the University Union, the Recreational Center, the Children's Center, and then also, am I missing Recreation Center?
Aquatics as well.
Yes, I'm trying to think of the fourth facility. Coming up, but we have a fourth facility as well.
The turf fields.
It's the turf fields, right?
Sports complex.
There you go.
Took the words out of my mouth.
Well, can students use the facilities for free here?
Totally. It's part of your student fee that you get to use all of these awesome facilities while you're a student here at Cal Poly. With the Children's Center, it isn't free, but we are able to subsidize those things when you are a student.
Awesome. So what is your favorite part about ASI coming from a student standpoint?
Go ahead. I think it's really great that it really gives you a well-rounded college experience. Obviously, being at Cal Poly, you have access to a wonderful education, but ASI really focuses on giving you, I guess, like the Renaissance experience while you're here at Cal Poly. So yes, you can learn whatever you're studying, but you also can learn how to kayak or learn how to scuba dive, or go to a concert or take an art class, learn how to make jewelry, all sorts of stuff. It's really well-rounded.
Yeah, for me, ASI enabled me to get involved in extracurricular activities, so I really wanted to play sport, like some sort of sport when I came here out of high school, so I was able to get involved with intramurals and play all kinds of sports. It allowed me to meet new people and even get a job. So.
That's awesome. Well, what are some examples of ASI events? I know, Haley, you said you do outreach for them, so you're probably the best person to ask.
Yeah, ASI Events puts on a lot of really fun things for students to do while they're here. We put on movie nights, we do laser tag, bowling, roller rink. We also do concerts while you're here, so live music, We DJ on the pool deck while if you're out there at the rec center. Barbecues, we also put on a 5K every year, Mustang Mile, so pretty much you name it, we've done it.
Yeah, I've been to a comedy show in Chumash. They brought some Comedy Central comedians, and that was super, super fun to just get involved in, and it was free. That was super awesome.
That's the best part.
Free.
Free with your poly card.
I'm not very good at laser tag, but I did score 60 one time when I went bowling, so look out. Anyway, so what is your favorite event that you have put on or attended, if you have attended an event as well? What was your favorite one?
My one that I've attended is I love the movie nights, mostly because every single one comes with endless popcorn. So I've been known to burn through 6 or 7 bags in my time.
They're little bags.
Yeah, they're little bags, but definitely the most fun to put on as a part of ASI events for me was Mustang Mile. Just it's really great to see all these different parts of campus come together. We had athletics out there, like cheering on our runners, and then of course like everyone was running 5K. I was sitting at the finish line eating pizza, so it was a pretty good time.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the concerts. I've been to a few. My favorite was the Atmosphere concert, which they had during our UU hour, which is the 1 hour of the day that almost all students don't have class. So the school gives us an hour, and Atmosphere came to our gym and just took a break and watched that. So that was one of my favorites. And also I really enjoyed the Mustang Mile that I helped put on. So.
Awesome.
Both of you have talked about the Mustang Mile. Do you want to explain a little bit about what that is?
Yeah, we just finished our 3rd annual Mustang Mile in the spring. Like I said, it's a 5K, open to all students and even faculty and staff or community members if they want to be a part of it. And it's part of Aware Awake Alive, which is just about alcohol awareness, and so it's just a really great time. You register, you get like your t-shirt, your goodie bag, and then everyone dresses up in fun costumes, and we award for like the best costume, and you run all around campus. It's actually really beautiful. Like you go up around like the dairy unit and things like that, and then you come back and there's music and food and like all these different organizations, and you get to learn a lot, meet a lot of people. It's a good time.
I definitely have taken part in all of the Mustang Miles, and it's a long way, but it's very fun. I recommend doing it when you come here. How do you determine specifically what events to plan and what events to put on?
Yeah, we definitely reach out for student feedback. We do surveys. At all of our events, we're always asking people, like, what do you want to see? What do you want to do that? What do you want to do while you're here at Cal Poly? But we also look at trends at other universities, what other schools are doing, and what really works for them and their students. But we also are always looking for as much student input as possible, so we do have an events advisory board, which we have every other week, where we just open up for students to come in and discuss about things we have going on, ideas we have, let them share their ideas. That's actually how I got my job with ASI, was going to these advisory board meetings, and they're like, maybe you want to work for us, and it worked out. So yeah, so we're always looking for student feedback.
Well, that's awesome. I know I had a SOAR group this past time, and I was talking about all the awesome ASI events I've been to. And they were really concerned, how do I find out about these? I really want to go, but how do I know they're going on? So what are some ways that students can find out?
Like us on Facebook. We post all of our events on Facebook. They're also on the ASI website. There's a master calendar of everything under the sun that ASI is going on, from intramural, from rec center, from ASI events. From the craft center. So that's a great way to just keep in touch, just check in every couple of weeks. You can also opt in. We have an email list, we have a text message list. If you sign in, you could just be like walking through campus and get a text like, free hot dogs right now, and boom, free hot dog. So there's lots of ways. And of course we have a poster and everything on campus, so you just kind of really have to keep your eyes peeled.
Yeah,
hard to miss it.
I've definitely had that happen where I was just hanging out, and I have a friend who works for ASI, and she texted like, we're on the pool deck and we have food, and I was like, all right, done, like, let's go.
Straight there. Hey Olivia, I have a question for you. What exactly are intramural sports?
Well, intramurals are a way for all students to be involved in recreation here at Cal Poly. So anyone who wants to play a sport, even if they haven't played before, can get involved. You don't have to have any prior experience, and it's a really good way to get involved at Cal Poly.
So you're saying you do not have to be super good at any sport to sign up for intramurals? Is that what you're saying?
No, you can be from no experience to I played in high school, I was pretty good, I want to play in college. We have 3 divisions, usually offered for every sport. We have Division 1, Division 2, and Division 3. Division 1 is pretty competitive. Our intramurals at Cal Poly they can get a little competitive. So we have, that division is for if you're out there getting ready to compete and have a good time at the same time. Division 2 is our most popular division. Most people play in it. It's for anyone who has had some experience. So just a little bit, you know how to play the game. And then Division 3 is for anyone. So if you've never played volleyball before, but you really want to get involved and you want to try it, Division 3 is the way to go.
Very cool. Well, what sports are offered?
Well, we have lots of sports offered. Every quarter is a little different, but coming up in the fall, we have softball, tennis, volleyball, basketball, flag football, and dodgeball.
Another kind of ball.
Last one, at least.
That's a lot. I have definitely played many of those sports, and they are super fun. So don't worry about the whole being good thing. It's just it's a great study break. So do it. How exactly do you sign up for intramural sports?
It's really easy. Every sign up is online on the website, on our ASI website. So you do as an individual. You don't have to sign. Not everyone on your team has to sign up. So you get together, say, okay, here's my group of friends. We want to be on a basketball team. So one person will go on the website and fill in information. Takes about 5 minutes, and pay online, and that's it. And then you have your whole team signed up.
And do you necessarily have to be with a team to sign up, or is it like a free agent pool sometimes?
Good question. You don't have to have a team. If you don't really know that many people, but you still want to get involved, we offer free agent teams, which is a way to get people who don't really know that many people yet to get involved. So we have the first week of intramurals, we'll have a meeting, a free agent meeting, and if you're interested, you show up and we put you on a team based on what sport you want to play, what division you want to be in, common interests with people, and it's pretty easy.
Oh, that sounds like a really great way to meet new people too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Can you also sign up within your residence hall?
Yeah, actually in the fall we offer a residence hall league for dodgeball. So every single hall will have a different team to play in the dodgeball division. So that'll all be through, so in your dorm, there'll be probably like a sign-up sheet, and you just sign up there, and then somebody will sign you up and you get to play. So that's the easiest way to do that.
Sweet. How many students here on campus play intramurals? Do you know, is there a number?
4,000, I think, is the number. It's a lot of students.
4 teams. What's the most popular sport here?
I want to say soccer and basketball are probably the 2 most popular. Soccer especially because we offer a lot of D1, D2, and D3 leagues, as well as basketball. So pretty popular. Lots of students play it in high school and they want to come out and play for fun.
Yeah, the soccer games are always really impressive. It's very, I'm oh wow, you guys know how to play sports.
We have actually a question from a viewer, and they ask, can NCAA students play intramurals or club sports athletes play intramurals?
Good question. So if you're on a club team, let's say you're on the club volleyball team, you can play intramurals. There can only be 2 club players on a team per division. So if you're on the club volleyball team, you and a friend from the team can play. If you're an NCAA player, you cannot play that sport. So if you play NCAA basketball, you can't play intramural basketball, but you can play any other sport, any other intramural sport.
Yeah, that would be very intimidating to play against an NCAA player.
That would be very good, let me tell you.
Yeah,
So what are the benefits you think of playing intramurals here on campus?
Well, I mean, I found lots of benefits of playing intramurals. I've met some of my closest friends, even recognized people around campus is kind of fun because you're walking around and you're like, oh, I played against student soccer last night. How's it going? And get to know more people that way. It's a great way to also get a job. All the referees for our intramural games are students, so we offer jobs for students that way, and then intramural supervisors like myself is another opportunity for a job.
Awesome. Well, we have lots of people watching, and they're wondering where can they find more information on both ASI events and intramural sports.
Probably your best bet is checking out our website, asi.calpoly.edu, where we keep all of the information on every single one of our programs. Everything under the sun you can learn there. It's probably spend a couple hours poking around. But then also we update regularly all of our other platforms. So Facebook, or just pop in. We're based in the rec center. Our offices are there. We're also in the University Union. So everywhere that students are hanging out, you will probably find an ASI representative that can answer your question.
If you ever see anyone in an ASI
These
polo,
polos,
just go up and ask them a question and we'll be happy to help.
Yeah, I definitely love the ASI website. They have the group exercise class thing for the rec center and the craft center class signups. There's so much awesome stuff on there.
Yoga. So we have a quick audience question from Angel. How can you be a referee? He wants to be a referee. He or she wants to be a referee. It's a great job, by the way. I love refereeing.
Well, it's not too hard. Usually there's a hiring process, so we'll have signs up saying, who wants to be a referee? You show up, usually to the gym that day. We give a little introduction on all the sports that are offered, a little job description, and then there's a week period, the week before we start our intramural games, where we do a hiring process. So we kind of teach you how to ref, and then we observe you and kind of critique you and see how you do. And then from there, we hire you from there. Usually you have to have some prior experience with the sport. You don't have to have any refereeing experience though, just as long as you know how to play the sport.
Know the rules.
And the rules.
And the rules.
Yeah, we also have another viewer question from Miss Nubudi, and she really wants to know how she can get involved with ASI, and I'm assuming as a job. Where do you post your job listings for ASI?
On the ASI website at asi.calpoly.edu. You go down, it says jobs, so pretty self-explanatory, and they'll post all the positions that go on. The great thing about ASI is there are full-time staff, but for every full-time staff there's usually 3 or 4 student assistants for anything, and the rec center and intramural sports, all of our programs do lots of hiring. It's very student-focused.
Awesome. Well, we have our most important question to ask you. It's very important that you answer this very well. If you had 24 hours left in San Luis Obispo, what would you do?
You're first.
Too slow. Oh, wow. Well,
that was a pun, by the way.
Probably grab coffee at Steinberg Art Gallery. It's a cool place, very quiet. There's a lot of old people. You'll be studying and you'll look up and suddenly there's a poetry reading going on. But very nice people. Probably, it's not in San Luis Obispo, but it's very close. Head out to Montana de Oro and Los Osos, hop around some dunes, maybe do some camping, and then maybe just sit on my porch with my friends, hang out. But I mean, there's always a million things to do. I couldn't fit it all in 24 hours. I'd be all right, I got 3 months left. I can try and squeeze it in.
Well, I would probably get some Firestone because naturally you have to in San Luis Obispo. And then I'd probably, the camping idea is good. I'd probably go to Ava Beach and camp there and hang out for the day, watch the sun set, stay the night there. That'd be kind of fun. Spend the day at the beach.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Sounds very fun. Thank you both for coming on to the show.
Yeah, we really appreciate
Thanks.
it. And before we have our next guest on, Sam has made a little video for all of you going over all of the sports traditions that we have here at Cal Poly.
Enjoy.
Yeah, I hope you learned something.
And that's why I never drink expired milk on days that end in Y. Hello everyone, Sam's Corner reporting live from SOAR session number 2. If you have already attended, I hope you had a wonderful time. If not, I hope to see you sometime soon. In the spirit of athletics, I am going to talk to you today about some of the athletic traditions that we have here on campus. One of the biggest traditions for Cal Poly Athletics is the Mustang Maniacs, who are the pride and soul of Cal Poly Athletics. They fill the stands every home game with their endless Cal Poly pride and spirit. It's only $10 for an annual membership. That includes a shirt, a discount card for local businesses. You get preferred seating in all the games, and you get the chance to be Musty the Mustang. Go Stangs! The Victory Bell, shown here, was born out of the Cal Poly and Fresno State football rivalry decades ago. Although two teams don't play each other anymore, the tradition of ringing the bell after every Cal Poly point scored lives on. Another fun tradition at Cal Poly football games is Keys to Kickoff, where everyone stands up and jingles their keys to give the Mustangs the winning edge. Cal Poly and UC Davis are both agricultural-based universities with horses as mascots. For this reason, every year in football, they compete for the Golden Horseshoe, which Cal Poly has defended the past 2 years. After these games, my voice is pretty hoarse. If Davis wins, it won't be there for long. The cheers from this game can be heard around campus. These games, they always stir up emotion. Finally, everyone knows that a Golden Horseshoe only fits a Mustang. Cal Poly is lucky enough to be a part of one of the biggest college soccer rivalries in the nation. The biannual blue-green rivalry game between Cal Poly and UC Santa Barbara is always a real home run. Wait, that's not right. Now that you know some of the prominent traditions of Cal Poly athletics, I look forward to seeing you out there supporting our fighting Mustangs. Ride high, you Mustangs, kick the burst off, burn the breeze. Ride high, you Mustangs, those Mustangs. Hey, Cal, yeah!
Welcome back. I hope Sam's Corner got you fired up to be Mustangs, all that Mustang spirit, Mustang pride. Kind of going along with that, we have an NCAA athlete here, my dear friend Joel Awich. He's on the basketball team. Joel, if you can go ahead and kind of introduce yourself and just say, what do you do here at Cal Poly, you know?
My name is Joel Awich. I'm going to be a fourth year here at Cal Poly, sociology major, and I'm a basketball player for Cal Poly.
Awesome.
Very good.
Yeah. Well, before we continue interviewing you, I have to shout out to Crystal because she apparently was entertaining everyone with her awesome jokes on the chat bar during our little technical interruption. So great job, Crystal. Keep it funny. Joel, what is your favorite part about being a Cal Poly athlete?
My favorite part is definitely like traveling to these new places. Like last year we played Arizona. Or going to the NCAA tournament, going to like St. Louis, just seeing these new places, playing different teams. That's definitely one of the best parts. Oh, and also the road trips are pretty fun.
He's so humble, he just slips in. Oh yeah, we went to the NCAA tournament.
Hold on a second, put the brakes on. So the Cal Poly basketball team went to the March Madness tournament in St. Louis last year. Can you kind of tell us what that's like? You know, because I definitely saw you throw a dunk down on live television, so if you want to just like, you know,
brag a little.
Well, yeah, just feel free. How did it feel?
I mean, it definitely felt great because it was the first time in history, and you know, being on a team that's doing like something great, it always feels good, you know, doing something good, and like having the whole school like support you. Like we heard like you guys had viewings at Chumash,
yeah,
all that, and you know, it's definitely good to have like support and know that, you know, no matter what. We won't talk about the Wichita State. No matter what happens, you know, Cal Poly is always like a strong community, and that's good to see in sports and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, basketball definitely had an amazing season this year, but we had lots of sports that had amazing seasons. What other sports do we have here at Cal Poly?
We have a variety of sports. We have football, tennis, men and women tennis, men and women basketball, softball, baseball, who also went to the regionals.
Awesome year.
Golf, track and field, cross country, men and women, who I believe did win the conference title as well.
Wow.
It was a pretty good year for Cal Poly.
Yeah, it was a pretty good year. Yeah. Yeah.
So what division do all of our sports play in?
Most of the sports, like men and women's basketball, baseball, softball, those are all like Division I. Football is like in Division I, but it's like a lower Division I kind of thing. And then track is also Division I believe. And wrestling is Division I, but they're not in the same conference as all the other sports. They're in Pac-12.
Pac-12, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and they do well too. But
So,
most of the sports are Division I.
Yeah.
So we're up there with the best of them.
Yeah, we're pretty good.
Sit next to one of the best.
So where do our different teams play on campus?
Men's basketball, women's basketball, volleyball, and wrestling, all at the Mod Athletic Center. That's the gym. Football plays at Spanos, and soccer too. They play at Spanos. Softball and baseball, it's kind of a trek to get over there. They play out by Cal Poly, or Poly Canyon Village. They have little fields over there. And then track and field, they have a track by Mod. And then tennis plays actually by the track, court or field. And then swimming is actually next to Mod as well.
Yeah. So all over campus, basically.
Everywhere.
Yeah. So
Sweet.
one thing I like,
One
thing I really like about all of our sports complexes are really accessible. Like if you're living in the residence halls, you can walk to any one of them, and it's pretty easy to get there and watch a game.
Yeah, exactly. All the games, again, are free with your Poly card, so go watch all the games. Really quickly, Joel, so you are a collegiate athlete, but you're also here to go to school. So we're kind of wondering, what are your time commitments, and do you have time to play intramurals, I guess, per chance, outside of school and sports?
Definitely. Every day, like in the winter, we have to set aside like a 4-hour block for practice. So like 1 hour of weights and 3 hours of practice. But like in the spring, it's only like 2 hours a day, maybe not even that. And then in the fall, it's only like, it's 2 hours a day. But winter's definitely our busiest times, and we can't do anything else. It's so time consuming, you get so tired. Sometimes it's hard to stay awake in class, but we try to stay awake. But yeah, like in the fall, we can do other things. We can play murals. Definitely in the spring, I know some of my teammates play softball for intramurals.
Oh, very cool. Well, you're obviously a great athlete at Cal Poly, but are you a fan of any Cal Poly sports?
I am actually. I enjoy going to football games, the atmosphere, soccer games, baseball games, softball games, all those kind of games. Those are like the big ones. Those are like where everyone goes, and it's crazy. Especially when we have our rivalry games against UCSB, Santa Barbara. The blue-green rivalry is something that's definitely it's heard of. It's like one of the biggest ones on the Central Coast. And I mean, if you haven't heard, we got the best of them this year.
Yeah,
so.
we did.
Got him.
Yeah, the UCSB game for soccer is definitely just so fun. There's so much energy, and it's definitely something that you have to like check off your Cal Poly bucket list while you're here.
It's definitely a packed stadium in there. Packed. Very packed. So in your opinion, why should all of these new students go and support our athletes at all of these games?
I think it's definitely fun, like interacting with athletes. Like you see them in class, you see them like walking on campus, you see them in your dorms.
Live with them. What's up, roommate?
It's always fun, like like meeting new people, meeting new athletes, getting to talk to them. Find out how their day's like or something like that. So I'm like, how was practice? Oh, it was good. I don't know. It's just always good, like interacting with other people. It's pretty fun.
As an athlete, when the game is full of fans and when there's all that Cal Poly spirit, does it make you play better?
I try not to let the crowd affect me, as John knows. He tries to yell my name at the game.
Is he trying to distract you?
No.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the crowd definitely is like, it's a good thing to have, like I said, like showing support, and it's just, I don't know if it makes us play better, but it definitely it gives us an extra edge.
Yeah, definitely.
He definitely feeds off my enthusiasm. That's all I have to say about that. So,
You're a bad fan.
I'm his number one fan. So what are some other ways that students can show their school spirit here at Cal Poly?
Well, I mean, wear your Cal Poly gear.
Definitely.
Where?
Go to games. Buy some of those little things. I don't know what you call them.
Like the things you hit together, like
Yeah.
the little noisemaker thingies. Yeah, go Cal Poly.
Make some cutouts of your favorite athletes.
Okay.
Is that what John does of you?
Yeah,
He's
make
really
some
obsessed.
thunder sticks. These are called thunder sticks. We have those, and then make a cutout of your favorite athlete's head and put it on like a stick and just hold it. Anyways,
These are not good suggestions.
those are great suggestions.
I think probably a better idea would be to like learn the fight song.
I still don't know the fight song, so.
Well, good news is we're teaching it to everyone who comes into SOAR. If you're a new student, you get to learn the fight song. So, yeah, it's a little complicated. It's got some interesting slang.
Yeah, some terminology that we don't really know what it means.
Chin the moon,
Cut a rusty.
you know, but it's really fun to sing.
It is fun to sing.
Yeah. So where can students find more information about athletics if they're interested in keeping up with our teams?
We have a Facebook page called the Mustang Way. You can find some information there, or you can just go to gopoly.com, where everything, like you can find game times, you can buy, or not buy tickets, but like you can find out like where to get the tickets, and like find out, you can also check out rosters and all the different teams and all that stuff. So all the information is on gopoly.com.
Awesome.
Great. Well, thank you so much for coming on, Joel. We have the most important question of all ever. If you had 24 hours left in SLO, what would you do and why?
Okay, well definitely you got to start out with the sunrise hike at
Okay.
Bishop's. I think it's a great thing to see, or to like climb up a hill or something, I don't know. And then I would go to Frank's, get a breakfast burrito.
Oh,
Which is good.
Delicious.
And then I would probably go, I don't know, play some FIFA or something for a couple hours. Then I would go to the beach. And then, I don't know, maybe end it with a nice movie or something.
What's your favorite movie?
I can go to Firestone. Can't go to
Firestone.
Firestone.
So good.
Yes.
it's about every other person who comes on is like, and I'd go to Firestone.
And I go to Firestone.
Yeah, definitely. Well, thank you so much, Joel. I hope that we have so many more new Cal Poly fans out there. And thank you so much for coming on. We really
Look out for
appreciate it.
him next basketball season. Maybe throwing it down on TV again, maybe, or just playing very, very well. Our basketball team is great. They're fun to watch. Same with every team here on campus. So,
Wow. Before we go, we should probably explain what Firestone is because we've had it mentioned so many times.
So Liz, what is Firestone? I don't know what Firestone is.
Firestone is one of the most popular restaurants downtown in San Luis Obispo.
Oh.
It's got a beautiful outdoor area that you can eat in, and
Okay.
it has delicious tri-tip, the most amazing fries ever.
Yeah.
It's really delicious food, but one thing I would recommend is if you go, a side of fries probably feeds 2 people, and a basket of fries approximately feeds a family of 12. So please be careful with your ordering because it's a lot of fries. And thank you so much if you tuned in today. And our next episode will be August 6th, which I heard is the day that new students receive their block schedules.
Your classes. It's exciting.
Yeah, so we'll be having the Mustang Success Center on as well as career services to talk about academic advising because what is better to do than have some academic advisors on when you just got your block schedules?
We are here to go to school, so look forward to that.
Yeah.
Anyways, so we're going to tune it over to our king of acoustics, Mr. Jack Wilson. He's going to serenade you all. Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah.
See, I'm driving round town with the girl I love, and I'm like, forget you. Guess the change in my pocket wasn't enough, and I'm like, forget you and forget her too. Said I was real child, said be real child. Yeah, that's oh, yeah, that's girl, I'm sorry, I can't afford a Ferrari, but that don't mean I can't get you there. Oh, she's an Xbox, and I'm more an Atari. The way you play your game ain't fair. I pity the fool that falls in love with you. Oh, she's a golden digger. Oh, got some news for you, yeah. I don't like that, I see you're driving downtown with the girl I love, and I'm like, forget you. I guess the change in my pocket wasn't enough. you. I'll see you next Wednesday after next Wednesday. Adios.